team. So tomorrow I am going on a tour of Yellowstone National Park, which is so exciting. It is a full day tour led from Cody, the nearby town, into Yellowstone for a full day and then back to Cody that night. So I am very excited. I am about an hour outside of Cody now. I'm staying here tonight and then I'll drive in very early tomorrow morning, park the bus at Walmart, and get picked up right from there. So that is the plan. I've got a couple things to get ready for tomorrow. I did end up making some food and packing just some snacks and stuff like that for tomorrow as well. They do provide lunch and stuff too, so that will be fine, but I did prepare some overnight oats and then just some snacks, like some nuts and things like that, that I will bring with me. But otherwise, I've got the rest of my list written out here. There's only a few other things that we need to kind of check off later tonight. But other than that, I'm gonna take you guys along with me to Yellowstone tomorrow. I can't wait. Alright, here's what's on the agenda for tonight. So I need to get rid of some garbage in here. I need to probably restart my toilet tank as well, so fully empty that out and then restart the process in there too. I need to finish packing my backpack for tomorrow because there's a couple things that I still need to go in there. I did fill up my water already. I have my clothes set aside for tomorrow morning. I'm not sure what the temperature is going to be like because I have a feeling there's going to be snow at least somewhere around there. So I'm going to wear my shants, which is my pants that zip off into shorts, and then like a little tank top and then a sweater. And I also have my Patagonia jacket with me in my bag as well. Big socks, and then I think just my hiking boots probably. Not that we'll really be getting out of the van or like hiking that much, but I think they're just the best shoe to kind of have for an all day. So yeah, that's gonna be my outfit for tomorrow. The other things left on my list, obviously I still need to make dinner and wash the dishes and stuff and get everything like cleaned and ready to go for tomorrow. And then I just need to pack my AirPods, my wallet, my sunglasses, my phone, you guys. And that is pretty much it. So that's kind of where we stand for the night. I also need to feed the girlios, feed the geckos, tonight before we leave because it's going to be their dinner very soon. And I have another list written down in my agenda for today, but I think that's pretty well it. Oh, I need to have a shower. I need to wash my hair and have a shower. Yeah, I'm gonna deal with the garbage stuff first, grossest stuff first, and then get everything cleaned up and then probably have a shower soon or right after that. So I'll speak to you guys later. A lazy dinner today. So I know this is kind of a lazy dinner, right? But like this is one of my favorite quick dinners that I have. It's just I usually get one of these bag salads every like week or 2 weeks, and especially on driving days where I'm driving so much and I'm doing so many chores and I just like have no energy. This is the best throw together meal that's also like, you know, cheap and has at least like some kind of nutrients in it. So this is like my go-to when I have just too much to do and I'm slightly overwhelmed and I need like a good filling meal. And this Asian chopped salad is one of my favorites for sure. I don't know why I just think that these little guys are so cute. Like, look at how he hops. Look at his little, look at his little hops. It's so cute. It is very early and I am already in bed, but I'm gonna try and get to sleep kind of early tonight because I'm a little bit anxious for tomorrow. It's an early morning and a bit of a drive to get to our final town for pickup. So yeah, I'm gonna try and get to sleep a little bit early, and we'll cross our fingers that everything will go well tomorrow. I'm just feeling a little bit anxious for the day, but also very, very excited. So good night, and I will see you guys in the morning. I'm so tired. I did not have a great sleep. I kept waking up so many times. Like, you know, the day before you get on a flight? That was that sleep. Let's make some coffee.
Who's to say if I'm going the right way or where I'm supposed to be? I guess I'll fuck it up again. Kinda strange that I'm running in circles when no one is holding my leash. Yeah, I just make the same mistakes, and I don't wanna talk about it.
He's got a bunch in his showroom.
Okay. Oh. Okay, let's do this. It is nice and dark out. We've got an hour, just less than an hour drive in the dark. So I'm gonna get going. I'm not even changing. I'm just driving in pajamas because I am so tired. It's not even about the time. Like, I am generally a morning person, but you know, that day before a flight, nerves. Yeah. Okay, let's go. Okay, I just got here. I don't know if I'm gonna stay in this parking space, but you guys need to see this. One, two, three, four. There's 4 RVs behind me. 5, 6, 7. It's literally the entire parking lot is just completely full. I don't know why my camera is not focusing, I apologize. But I drove in and the entire parking lot is full of RVs and trailers. So I think we'll be fine here. I would like to move over a little bit, but there's just so many people here that are obviously asleep and I don't want to be like annoying, especially with my lights on and the bus is loud and like I need to be where they all are. But yeah, so I might move over in a little bit, just like go walk down where the other people are parked and see if there's a good spot for me to like quietly come in, because I feel bad for these people around me. Like, I had to drive in here with all my lights on. So anyways, I'm gonna get ready. And then we've got an hour until they're picking me up, so let's get ready. Alright, we've got everything packed away and checked off my list, and we did move so our back is against the curb because some other RVs moved out, but maybe you guys can see this a little bit better now. Like, you can't even tell, but there's about 4 on this edge. There's a semi truck, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 kind of behind there because I went and walked around. This guy's in front. There is 5, I think, lined up along this curve. We've got a little van over there. So I think we're in the right spot. I think we'll be good. They even have RV disposal facility, like, information right there, so that's pretty cool too. It's 6:37. They're picking me up just after 7, so I'm gonna be kind of like watching at around 7. So I've got 20 minutes to just kind of hang out and feel nervous and watch out my window, but I'm excited. I think it should be good. It's already kind of warm, which I'm a bit impressed about. I did not think it was gonna be very warm, but I've got this sweater on. I do have my Patagonia jacket packed. I've got my shants, so I can turn these into shorts if needed, and my little socks, and then I'll wear my hiking boots as well. And underneath I've just got a little crop top, so in case it's actually hot, I think I'll be ready for all seasons. I did put some sunscreen on my face, but I've got all my sunscreens packed away. I've got water, I've got a packet of electrolytes. don't think I'll need them, but like I have them sitting here, so I might as well bring them. And yeah, let's do this. Yellowstone, here we come.
So they renamed it the Shoshone River. We'll be following this most of the way to the east entrance, just like the early visitors did by stagecoach. And you can, he was working on the 7th stories crow's nest, taking his sweet time. He wasn't using any nails or screws, just to really rub it in. Well, he ended up falling for the very last time from the crow's nest and died.
All right, so we made it in the van. Most of the drive there was a little bit quiet, but obviously our tour guide did have a mic on, which you can kind of see in the reflection of the window. So he was telling us a lot of stories and old folk tales about kind of the area as we were driving in. You can see a lot of the fire damage coming in here. This park had a lot of fire damage. And then our very first animal sighting, a grizzly bear. How cool is that? That just set the day off to such a good tone. Honestly, this whole day was amazing. The group was so wonderful and lovely, and this just set the tone for such a good day.
See if they're talking to us, just wondering. Do you guys see those big horns on their head? Yeah. So they're pretty sharp, and they can run a lot faster than we can. They're not docile. So we'll just keep that in mind today.
Yeah.
Near some of this volcanic heat. And so magma from the Yellowstone supervolcano is just 3 to 5 miles under us. That's a cool photo. If anybody wants to pass their phone, I'll click a few without the glass in the way.
One more. Okay. Thank you. One more, Cody.
The water. It almost looks like it's boiling. But could I get a volunteer to find out how hot this spring is? I've got a laser thermometer.
To do it, but I would.
You just hold this trigger down, you point it. Nope.
This is your first time to Wyoming?
Well, I came here when I was 9.
Oh, okay.
Who was a hunter brought me and my
80.6
sister, and we
degrees.
did
Moving around, I'll give you the max test a little bit. Three. That is really low. 11. Alright, so most days it's around 120 degrees. Genesis, this is not the mud bath you want to take.
This is not the mud bath.
Totally different from the Dragon's Mouth hot spring we're going to see around the corner. Are you guys ready? This would have been one of the first springs discovered by the Native Americans after this area was carved out by Native. The landscape transformed in the greenery we see today. So the legend goes.
Beautiful story.
But come on up here, you know, this is a pretty unique feature. This wave action is interesting. You know, we've got that superheated water coming up, turning to steam at some point, but pushing a pocket of water. So, do you see the line of rocks here? So these rocks have fallen probably from one of the... So it's beautiful but deadly here in Yellowstone. The hot springs can kill you, the bears can kill you, the cliffs.
Alright, I know I've been letting Cody talk a little bit, but honestly, Yellowstone was so beautiful. This waterfall that you're kind of looking at now is actually picture here was what an artist captured in a painting to show to the government to basically say, like, we need to protect this area. And Yellowstone, as we hopefully all know, is the very first national park. So it was a really special place for me to be, especially studying Yellowstone in particular and just national parks in general for my environmental science degree. It was really, really special being here. And this canyon, guys, I know the waterfall's on the other side, but like I could not take my eyes off this canyon. Like the colors of the rocks, just the way that everything was shaped, it was just, I mean, it's breathtaking. Like, look at this. This is so insane.
And I don't wanna talk about it. I just wanna be 18 again. What's gonna bring you down when all you do is hang out with your friends? I just wanna feel 18 again. Why'd it have to change? Who's to blame when you're all out of chances and nothing is going your way? Let's just see how bad this gets. I'm 30-something now and everybody seems to have their shit together while I'm just passed out drunk and I can't even talk. I just wanna be 18 again.
Down the hill. We'll kind of meet right before we go down the hill. Okay.
So how often does this geyser go off?
So there's a big plume of steam.
Yep.
That is ledge geyser, and it's currently in steam phase. It's not predicted.
Oh, okay.
Just how steamboat is. So we're gonna come back up an easier way. The boiling point here is 199 degrees. So that's when liquid changes to a gas. So this is Porcelain Basin. It's also been known as Valley of 1,000. This is the hottest and most acidic part of the park, even though we're outside of the caldera volcano. There's some theories on that, but this area is right on the Norris Fault line. Difficult place for plants to grow. But all of this white rock that we see is silica. It's kind of a secret ingredient.
These shorts that turn into pants.
They're the best thing.
Brilliant thing. For
They
your
are.
day.
They are the best. I know.
You don't have to take off anything.
No.
They're just there.
Now we're shorts. And then if it gets colder, now we're
Put your pants back on.
Right. I think this was the most like wholesome conversation that I caught on camera. Me and this girl we spent the most time together. We were both two like solo women that had joined this group, and so we spent the most time together just chatting and walking around, and she was the sweetest person and just so encouraging and just really, really interesting. And I love that I caught this moment on camera completely by accident because it makes me laugh so much.
And like from here to that thing, and all of a sudden we hear a rattler snake start to rattle, and we're like, "Don't be coming and getting us."
Except the one problem was when we heated it up, it was destroyed under a microscope. But in the 80s, they discovered a thermophile, a heat-loving bacteria, living in springs like this that are heat-resistant. And so it's able to replicate that DNA and keep it visible and allow scientists to work with it in the lab. So without that discovery in the 80s, we would not have the study of the human genome, ancestry. Ferry people out to Stevenson Island, just kind of show them around. We had a great thought of creating Yellowstone Zoo. You know why? Travel all around the park to see all the animals in one spot. So you leave, from this area. This is Bridge Bay, where folks are kept. We head out to Stevenson Island after charging people admission to his zoo. Then, being the greedy jerk he was, he would try and charge double to bring him back to shore.
Jeez, this guy.
I'm kind of fluent in geyser speak. I'll help you out. I was saying, back off. Yeah, I'm very hot. And I ran into a ranger there last year, and she said, you know, scientists call these fumaroles. And she warned me, don't get too close to a fumarole, or you might have a funeral. Look at those bright orange and yellow thermophiles. And how brightly blue the hot spring is. It's so hot, no thermophiles can grow in there. Kind of like...
So scientifically, I would assume that this is
of the Idaho potatoes. The Idaho potatoes grow in the Snake River Plateau that was pushed up the Yellowstone hotspot as it traveled here, eventually pushing up these mountains to form the Yellowstone Plateau, being altered by these lava flows and glaciers. But you know, these lava flows are still happening underneath us. Still a very active volcano. Heated water built up enough pressure behind silica near the surface, and it ruptured that silica, and so there was a huge decrease in pressure that caused that superheated liquid to change to steam, a gas, which is a much, much larger volume. Causing an explosion, it rocketed chunks of silica into the air over 100 feet high. Maybe you've seen that video. It's amazing that no one was injured. Look for the refrigerator-sized rock. That would have been a bad day to have that fall on top of me. Rock debris. They're keeping this closed to rebuild the destroyed boardwalk, but also for safety. Make sure it wasn't the volcano that ruptured. But there's a spring up there called Sapphire Pool. My favorite. Can't wait until it's open again. Biscuit Basin was named because of these rock biscuits that were... There was a 7.3 magnitude earthquake. It shook the plumbing of Yellowstone, just 30 miles northwest of here, at Higbin Lake. And a family of 4, their boys, and the rest of the campers were woken up by what they thought was 100 bears roaring in the night. But as they exited their camper, they were able to see that it was the side of the mountain collapsing into the Madison River. Resin or sap. And this cone, what do you guys notice about it? What's different? I mean, that's not our typical pine cone.
Oh, does it have the things don't stick out?
It's closed up, okay. Is everybody getting a look at that? Is it soft and brittle? No. It's hard, like armor. It's protecting those seeds until it's exposed to about 126 degree heat or a wildfire that melts away that.
Okay, at this point, it's even hard to tell, but this was us waiting for Old Faithful to go off, and, like, I can't even describe the amount of people that were there. Like, I knew it was gonna be packed, obviously, at this one, like, attraction and whatnot, but, like, this was insane.
I'll tell you. Take your glasses off too. Wait till it blows. Got a ways to go.
Oh my god.
That is just so crazy.
Get a shot of that one down there. Okay, that's.
It went on the same
Okay, so the really unique thing about the time that we actually went and saw Old Faithful was 2 other geysers right beside also went off at the same time, which is like kind of rare for the timing to just work out like that. And so it was so neat. We actually got to see 3 whole geysers, like huge ones, go off all at once, and it was honestly really cool.
So that one's called Beehive.
That's Beehive. I kept calling her young
I don't know if I'm gonna do that.
We're so lucky to see them go off at the same
I
time.
can't deal with it. I said the only thing that would be better is if an elk came about it again.
This one will actually continue for quite some time if you guys want.
And that's probably what took it so long to come, why it started and stopped so many times. Because this one's built. That was really beautiful. Right?
Yeah, I was feeling really brave to be filming in front of all of these people, and obviously I caught the one time when somebody was very unhappy and started yelling, but this was a super cool. This is the Old Faithful Inn, which was originally constructed in girl, I don't even remember, many years ago, and so this was a really cool lobby and like gift area and stuff, but I just thought I would, you know, give a little sneak peek in here.
The news a few weeks ago, right? Well, West Thumb formed just like that, except on a larger scale. A big steam explosion cratering out this section of the lake. A month or so, it used to be a black color with lots of black thermophiles growing in here, but some reason the plumbing system has changed and it's bringing up more, and he forgot his brain. Okay. Well, I'm not exactly sure how old he was, but he walked around.
Well, he's posing for the select few.
Yeah, we got his face right now.
Yeah. Yep, he's turned towards us.
Yes. I saw it. And,
He's scratching his velvet off. You can see.
Unfortunately, at this point, you can really see some of the fire damage that's coming out. Now, in terms of the U.S. National Park System, and Canada is fairly similar as well, when natural forest fires do happen, we tend to just let them go. It's a little bit more, I don't know, healthy for the forest ecosystem. Obviously, forest fires are a very natural part of the regeneration of the ecosystem, and so it is something that we do need to see in the wilderness, but obviously when we're part of, you know, such an obviously busy, protected, you know, federal area, something that's really, really important for just everybody that lives here, it's pretty hard to see, but it is neat to see, you know, the different fires that have burned throughout the years. Obviously, you can see the different layers of vegetation that are just starting to regrow in all of these different areas. So that's definitely really neat. But yeah. Sad, but obviously a part of the local ecology, which is very, very important. And like you did hear before in one of those driving clips, there are certain species, so those pine cones, for example, the sap actually will not open on those pine cones unless it is exposed to the heat of a wildfire. And so it actually does need that fire to open up the pine cone and therefore release the seeds to grow the new trees. So I'm sure there's a corny metaphor here, but I'll just let my driver's corny joke lead us out here.
Does the bee make when it goes backwards?
it's always funny.
Who's to say if I'm going the right way or where I'm supposed to be? I guess I'll fuck it up again. Kinda strange.
Well, guys, that is a wrap. It was such a fun day. The group that we had was so kind and nice and really, really fun. And our tour guide was great as well. So that's a wrap on today. Just made it back to the bus and then ran into Walmart and grabbed some groceries for the week. But otherwise, I'm going to probably sign off on this video now. Thank you so much for coming with me to Yellowstone. It was really crazy. I feel like I still need to process it and definitely get some water, but that was a really fun day. Thank you so much everybody for following me along. Make sure to give this video a like if you enjoyed it. Just remember, every adventure is worthwhile. Keep sharing those stories. Love you guys. Bye. Okay, it's the next day after Yellowstone. This has nothing to do with yesterday, but I just need to give a shout out to Outlaw Trails Recreation Center. I'm just starting on this trail now, but they have the most beautiful little parking area, the cleanest, most beautiful bathrooms, and this little like visitor guide that you fill out, and then also this little like sliding indicator that tells you the condition of the trails, which is so cute. So huge shout out to them. I'm literally just starting this trail, but already what a cool just thing to have from the like Parks and Rec department here. Also, this trail looks gorgeous already. Look at this beautiful day. That's all I had to say. I'm just out on my hike. We're starting out on this hike, but that is so, so cool. So big shout out to you guys. Except it is right beside a shooting range, which is the only thing I'm gonna need to get used to. Final thoughts, this trail is amazing. If you guys are ever in Cody, Wyoming, please go give this trail some love. That was, wow.